snow day today, but because we are able to go virtual because of COVID, we're just having an AMI day, basically. So I still have meetings all day. So I was hoping to get out here a little bit later so it would be sunnier. No dice. There's a little bit of snow. It's ice, really, that they're concerned about today. Just while we're home. There were lots of accidents last night on the roads. Slick's wet, definitely ice, definitely, obviously, definitely slick. I had my second shot of the COVID vaccine yesterday, not yesterday, Monday, today's Wednesday. And I have had all the side effects for a couple of days. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna go to work today anyway. It's like everybody slept inside tonight, that's good. Nobody's wet. It's been a struggle. It's almost like it's been too warm in here. It was like 20, it's like 28 right now. Okay, are you guys ready for breakfast? Ready for breakfast? Yeah? All right. Not a lot of change with Fern, not worse, not better, very similar eating. I give her a variety of things, just anything that will tempt her at this point. I'll give her, I went and actually bought her a little tidy bale of alfalfa. This afternoon I'm gonna clean her out again. We'll clean all the feed out and start fresh. She eats just enough, but then she won't eat it after it sits in there for a while. So we'll give her a little extra alfalfa this morning as well. She's gotten to where she likes the pellets better. I've been trying to give her warm water every night, freshen her water. That seems to be going okay. As long as she's eating and drinking, she's given those antibiotics time and her body time to heal. So I think that's all we can ask for right now. No change with Toonie so far. We'll get a good look at her this afternoon too. She's been just being Toonie. The highs are in the upper 20s today, lows still in the 20s. Today we really have to start getting things ready for the weekend when it's gonna be really cold. Pork chop has either moved the water or turned it over, dumped it, and moved it very far. So pups are gonna go out today. I'm gonna give you guys an update on how I'm gonna handle the really cold. What it looks like is Saturday through Monday. Teens for highs, single digits at night. I think the barn is gonna be plenty warm. We're gonna deep bed them up, do a couple of bales straw on the floor. Everybody out here is gonna get their own bale of straw in their house. We're gonna feed 3 times a day, those kind of things. I think we're gonna manage okay. A little concerned about just figuring water out, but I have a plan for that we'll talk about. Hello. Well, there's still water in the bowl, so they must have just been scooting it, trying to break up the ice. That's fine. Mom, break the ice up for you. Good morning, handsome. Yeah, it's fuzz water. He just managed to pop himself a hole in it. It's not, like I said, it's like 28 degrees, so it's not like it's super, super cold, so that's not a really firm layer of ice. The girls' water isn't frozen at all. And so today we'll get their putt cooked up. We'll talk about how we're gonna manage these guys. These are the hardest as far as like water is to manage. The girls aren't really difficult because their water doesn't really freeze until it's below 20. And so for those 3 days, we'll have a big water, one big water with a puck in it. Until then, they don't really need anything differently. Thankfully, the coldest weather is gonna be over holiday weekend. So I'll be home all of those days and be able to be out here checking on everybody multiple times. I don't know what those videos are gonna look like, guys, because we won't be able to work on anything. We'll have to be out here checking on everybody, but I won't be able to like work on any projects. So unless these piglets show up, which it's only 3 days of cold, like extreme cold, it'd be great if she would wait until after. My estimated due date was February 14th. It probably could have been anywhere between the 14th and the 20th because of like when that video was filmed. She's a gilt, so she'll farrow probably earlier. I'm gonna let her out and get inside and get Jeremy off to work if he's going. All right, girls, have a nice morning. I'm gonna see you in a little bit. Okay, so lunch break. I have this digital thermometer. Sorry you couldn't see that. All I could see was gloves. This thermometer, and I'm gonna take it outside and just set it in the barn so that I can see just contrast in outside temperature and the barn temperature. No one's getting out today. I'm gonna move hay bags into houses. We're gonna make sure that they've got enough hay, but I do wanna kind of get an idea of how much warmer it is in here compared to outside. So I'm just gonna stick this in a hay feeder while I'm working to kind of get us an idea. Yes, ma'am. It's not time to eat anything. It's really not. I'm gonna rake all of this out, give her completely new straw, give her new hay. Will you lay down? Little belly shot here. More swollen. Let's see. She got really mad when I did this the other day. No milk. Definitely bigger. Bigger belly all the time. I looked, the 13th is definitely her due date, 13th or 14th, depending on when I filmed that video. Don't know the exact day that I filmed the video. So any day now, if that was the correct breeding. So we're just gonna keep watching. They need a refill, for sure. All right, so I'm gonna try to knock some of the snow off these bags. Well, the hay is not wet, so that's good. The low tonight is still in the mid-20s, so we're not having any drastic drops in temperature. That'll be Thursday and Friday. Your house is pretty dry. It is. So. It's all dry hay, babies. It is. It's all dry hay to eat, buddies. Yeah, staying in here and staying dry. And it's toasty in here. It is. It's toasty, isn't it, Waffles? Hello, friend. Hello. You've grown a really nice furry coat. Okay, so we put this in here. Hopefully they'll nibble on it. It may be that we have to dump it and put it in fresh. We're gonna try to put this in the buck house for these guys. My concern is Pork Chop's just gonna knock it off again, but we'll do the best we can. So that hay was a little wetter. It's just a little bit more frozen, so I'm wondering if they're gonna even eat it. We'll check back on them and see. If not, we'll just dump it and put fresh in. So my conundrum is I really can only run one puck heater out here from the outlet on the side of the house out to this pen. My thought is to put the puck heater in and open the gate and let all 6 of them be together. Number one, they'll be able to stay warmer. The risk with that is they'll run one of the little guys out. You know, they won't share a house. So my other option is basically to crack this gate open and put the water in between it so that everybody could reach the water. They couldn't go back and forth. The goats won't go over it. The pig won't go over it. They won't step in water to get to the other side of the fence. Not especially in this cold. We may try that first and see how it works. They're gonna have to share water. There's just no way around it. Everybody's gonna be packed with bedding. It's like pouring rain, guys. Hello. Come on. Let's go back inside. Come on, you're gonna get everybody wet. I know you don't care anything about being wet, but you don't need your bed wet. And this is why they're not outside. It's just because it's been raining on and off. want you guys to know that this is what's happening. They're under my feet, like I can't get away from them. Let's let her out, number one, so that they could clean up the scraps in there. There's no reason to waste that food. She seems very happy to be out, move around a little bit, which is fine. We may just leave her out for the rest of the day, give everybody a good hay fill up. We may mix some of that alfalfa in that I've got into the feeders. She really should be on the upswing at this point. For some context, I took her to the vet on Saturday. Today is Wednesday. You guys are gonna see this Friday, obviously. So we are four-ish days on the antibiotics, coughing less, still not super. It's very hard to rake when they all wanna be inside, but it needs to be done. There's like literally nothing in here, nothing. Took it all out, took the feeder out, put it over there, gave her a little bit of it. Those are so frustrating sometimes. It's just because they haven't been allowed in that pen in 4 days. Guys, I love my goats, I really do. They're testing me today. So this has been in here for a few minutes. You guys see, it's 28 degrees outside. 41. So that's good. We're still all fighting over ridiculous things. I'm gonna leave this out here for a while so that we get a good reading. I believe that. It is very warm in here. I'm sweating. And I think that's why they tend to not sleep in here, even when it's really cold. We are talking about putting a piece of plywood over the bottom of the door. We can't totally seal them in because there's no airflow. I do have to leave part of the door open so they can breathe. And it'll get too wet, like there'll be way too much moisture in here with them peeing and pooping. Fernie's eating up a storm. I think she's steadily getting better. I think the struggle for me is that she's so thin. I'll put some more food in for her. I'll freshen that up, put minerals in, freshen up everybody's water before I run back inside, and we'll see you guys this afternoon. Okay, couple of changes in plan. Jeremy just got home and brought me a whole bunch of stuff. So he brought me one bale of straw because that was what he could fit, which is fine for now. We'll probably need at least one more, but I think we may be able to get by with what we have. He also bought me some heated pet bowls and some heated buckets. These use less power. I can run more than one off the same extension cord, which is awesome. And he brought me a big one for the bucks and the pigs to share. This is working awesome. He's gonna spill out all the water because he got his horn stuck on the bungee cable. You just didn't toss all the water out. Guys, goats. They just may all have to share space. It just may not work. And this is a little bit too tall for pork chop. I'm gonna have to get a splitter for the extension cord, and we will just have two bowls. We'll have the little dog bowl size bowl for pork chop and the big bowl for all the boy goats. The extension cords and goats, guys, it's the worst. So just gave them a flake kind of on top of some other wasted hay. It's not supposed to rain. They can fit their heads through there and drink. Are you always my helper? Are you always my helper, CC Goat? Did you squish Mom's finger in the tripod? Did you? Yeah. This is Toonie's bed, I know. Okay, so all I did was use some of these pipe straps that we use to put the kennel to the wall to just screw this board in place. I think it'll do the job to keep this just from getting pushed over. That's all we're looking for it to do. What I did was try to move the feeders where I have a whole bunch of sleeping space through here, in here. With the pig locked up at night, there will be space here. Feed in here. Happy to have it. Vigorous appetite is a good thing. So let's go feed the boys. I think that's working out well. Still enough space. 6 stations is a lot of spots. I don't know why the boys are all crying so loud. Let's go feed them. Are you ready for dinner? Alright buddies, are you guys ready? Pork chop, are you barking at everybody because you're hungry? Are you being a real pig? Say yeah. Yes, I've just stolen everybody's food today. Alright, that's your pork chop. Come here, buddy. Luke, come here, bud. Okay, they've all got hay. I filled up the heated buckets. Of course, there's a little straw in both at this point. I gave these guys another little flake of that compressed bale to nibble on. Pacey's not happy about being in there. I think one more night will be fine with water, and then we'll have to let them out so they can drink overnight. All right, girlfriends, have a good night. We'll see ya. We'll see you later.